All right, guys, welcome back to the Loan for Cards podcast. We have a super wonderful guest here. Uh,
Hello
his
there.
his name is Grandfather Hermit on Twitch. He streams mostly Hunt Showdown. If you guys don't know, it's the first
Antos.
Hunt.
Hmm.
Yep, and he does a lot of horror streams. And he's Italian, so he's actually the first person that I think I'm going to be podcasting that's outside of the United States of America. So it's really far away. So thank you, Hermit, for joining this podcast. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
So, like I chose you because
Thank you for inviting me.
yeah, you're
I
one
like it.
yeah, you're one of my favorite streamers out there. Besides the
Oh,
fact that you're not one of the biggest streamers, I guess you can say, but you're one of those guys that you are very, very close to become a partner on Twitch, and which that's a
hmm
really big accomplishment. And since I saw you from the beginning, well, I don't want to say beginning, but I was pretty close to your beginning of stream
yeah,
life.
you gave me some the self confident pretty high when I met you the first time.
Yeah.
You actually flatter me a lot. Beside your way to be with people, but I know you like I like you the way you approach people and stuff. But yes, I thank you, D.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, like I remember, I totally remember my first interaction with you. It's like Beard2G actually hosted you or rated you, and I
Weird,
watch
yes.
Beard pretty frequently too, and he hosted you, and I checked you out, and for me, I know some of my viewers know that I'm not a very person that watch a lot of streams, and when I do watch streams, I'm pretty loyal to the people that I watch, and I want to help the people.
Yeah.
So when I first watched your stream, and to be honest, I didn't really like Hunt because I was just watching the Beer watch playing Hunt, so I decided I'm gonna watch you, see how
Yeah.
you do, and first thing that got to me is that your gratitude of like the genuine gratitude of being getting rated and getting follows and stuff like that, and shows me that you're really dedicated to the streaming thing. So that's why
Yeah, I do.
I sort of like latched onto you. And it's like, oh, you know what, this guy, he's making this as like a profession, which like I mentioned before, that if you are streaming on Twitch, it should be a job, not a hobby. And
Yeah, no,
the way you are,
exactly.
you are a full-time streamer, and you're pretty much grinding it every day, and your numbers are getting up there, and you have a lot of loyal people in your community that sticks around
Definitely,
and watch
definitely,
it.
yes, yes.
So that really
It's
helps.
yeah, it's interesting seeing that because I mean, right now I think if I'm correct, I've been I've been active on Twitch for 15, 14 months, I think. Let me
Wow.
see a second. I'm gonna give you right back the right number. But yeah, if it feels like it's getting really extremely strong, fast the stream and all the viewers and stuff. Like I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, 14 months. Yeah, total months subscribed is there 14 months. So it's actually 14 months. So it's just more than a year now,
Hmm.
full
Yeah.
timing.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's been a long time. For sure now, like you said, I'm getting really good people around, which that's what I want. Like good people that want to watch, enjoying the content and stuff like that. And I'm still working, like you were trying to suggest me on at a side or YouTube channel with different things like maybe Hunt Showdown guides. I'll think about that. Thinking about doing. I mean, of course, I'm still working on it. Episodes of small horror videos, think
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
Maybe not too long, like you rightly try to suggest me early on. Sorry if you hear the Discord, but definitely I'm gonna work out on that too because I think YouTube as a platform with a full-time job streaming is very important.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah, you put effort in it on it. Yeah, it's just it requires lots of energy in general, but I think it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I keep on pushing you, like put stuff out there, put stuff out there,
yeah.
and you push back a lot because like no, a lot of people already has guides, a lot of people have
No,
this.
I know. It's true. It's true. No, no, I know. Of course, I like to joke with you on stream.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know when you're doing a series. Of
Hmm.
course, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But you are right. I mean, I have to try to push my limits on that too, because I mean, if you think, you met me actually when I was streaming Hunt, okay?
Hmm.
But the idea of the stream at the beginning was actually I wasn't planning to do in English, okay? Because yes, like you said, I'm Italian and everything. I was planning to do something like games, yes, maybe a variety of games, um, but with some sort of Italian acting because I did work maybe you know it. I did work as a voice actor in Italy, and I did a few spots and stuff like that in Italian. So for me, of course, using the mother language will be easier. Like if I put effort in it to get more viewers from my, from Italy, I can tell you right now, because I did have in the past like a channel like a
Mm-hmm.
SoundCloud,
Yeah,
yes, stuff
SoundCloud.
like that that we're putting out and things, and I had jobs with Italian companies. But definitely, I don't know. I think the fact that I started with Ant right away, and I saw, like, of course, English speaking people like coming to watch me and ask me things in English. Like I kept speaking in English, and just decided to just keep it in English.
Oh, I think we got a video stoppage real quick.
Not that it doesn't, it can change in the future, but definitely I think English will give me more. Yeah. Oh, you stopped the. Yeah, you're moving. Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. I think
you okay?
you had a buffer. You had the quick buffer thing.
A
So
quick buffer thing.
yeah.
I can still see you, and
Okay.
sometimes you stop a little bit, but
Okay.
yes, I can still see
Okay.
you.
Well,
The
he's
connection, my connection should be fine enough.
okay. Okay. Cool.
But yeah,
Yeah. Cool. So
okay.
I'm just curious. Like how did you decide that Twitch streaming is gonna be your thing? Like what made you be like,
Yeah, that was my other part. Okay, I've been unemployed for when I was living in USA. I met my wife and stuff like that. I started to try to do different things, and I wasn't really sure. I kind of had the idea when I was living in the US to start there. Said shit, I have the time, I have the knowledge and everything, and I have the technology and everything, but still I wasn't sure to. I should have started maybe earlier, but that's okay. I mean, doesn't matter that. Um, I decided when I was here in Italy, because in Italy right now it's kind of hard to find a real actual. Even though I am technically, we call it maestro d'arte. I can do small jobs like woodworking stuff like that.
uh huh.
Like it's for a side, but that's another speech. I mean, realistically, I make more than the work that I studied for. Okay,
Okay.
uh, I always loved the computer gaming in general, and I saw a window of opportunity with fusing my voice acting skills with a platform like Twitch. Even though Twitch is not perfect, okay, we all know it is not extremely perfect, but it's still a really strong platform for let's just say young self-employed people
Mm-hmm.
like me, because I am I have to pay taxes and stuff like that as a self-employer.
Yep.
um, and I saw that this window of opportunity to just have everything that I love to make it work. So I was planning to it. I was like kind of at the beginning I was like sort of mixed excited, scared, of course, because you say, like, putting out your face, you're putting out your voice, people start to get to know you too much. And as my name says, hermit, I mean, I'm good with people, but I have to keep my distance,
Yeah. Yeah.
like a
For sure.
little bit. Not just because I don't like people, but it's just because uh, there's a weird relationship with the I am very emotional person, so I can really feel too much attached sometimes to people, and I like that stuff like that. I know makes me sort of weak in the term, so maybe I was afraid to not like standing in the camera, like right now I'm giving with you. It
Mm-hmm.
makes like sometimes it could make me uneasy a little bit, but I know I'm can do a good job if I keep like believing in myself, stuff like that. It works also on my psyche. I don't know if I say psyche. I mean my mental health, like
Mm-hmm.
that, like
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
having some sort of a social interaction with the viewers. And in this case, yes, Twitch, of course, is real time, so you met all kind of people, and you never know. And that also almost blocked me at the beginning. Okay, that wasn't easy, because you expose yourself and you met all kind of people. I'm okay with it because I can, I can laugh to myself and stuff like that. Of course, there's a lots of way to be interactive with the viewers. And I think I'm still working on it, of course. It's just the first year, this one here.
Mhm.
I think I'm getting in there, like to expand in a good way, in a positive way.
Perfect. So like your name Hermit, we know what Hermit means, but
Yeah,
grandfather Hermit,
grandfather. Okay,
how
okay.
did you use the whole terms together,
Yes,
grandfather
yes,
Hermit?
yes, yes. That yeah, I was getting there. Yes, lots of people just ask me, "Oh shit, you're not a grandfather? Yeah, you're pretty quite young." Yes, of course, I'm young. Of course, I mean, I'm young, but I will say that I'm really old inside because I did like things. Even when I was in my early time in school, I did like things that my friends would not like talking about maybe poetry or books, really old stuff, music that no one will listen. I never listened to disco music. That was my yeah. I'm from the 1986, so the 90s were stronger. I never care about pop music for general. I never care about scooters because in Italy we do, like kids in my F16, they had layer on soccer, especially sport. Talking about sports and
Mhm.
stuff like that. They had all these hobbies that they were not fitting with me. So yes, grandfather hermit anyway because I don't know if this actually you don't know. I think I did study for pedagogy. Let me say pedagogia. I don't know. I actually don't know how to say. No,
Well,
it's this.
gee,
No. Pedagogia in English. Wait a second. I actually, this is the first time I'm telling you because yeah, pedagogy,
pedagogy.
pedagogy.
What's pedagogy?
Yes, you know how you call it oh my god. Let me give
Google
it.
Translate it. Google Translate it.
Yeah. I, give me a second. Yeah, like it says, like the method and practice of teaching, especially in academic subject or theoretical concept, but also to to interact with little kid because I was actually during my studies I was actually reading also to kids.
Okay.
There was there was part of the study of the psychology and pedagogy was going together. You study all the physicians, the psychologists of the history and stuff like that. And I did really enjoy like telling my stories to the kids, stuff like that. And I felt like we say nonno because nonno is the grandfather like that, and I really did enjoy telling my thing. So that's I think it will fit. It fits like a nonno eremita. My first name was nonno eremita. I mean, basically, it's a grandfather hermit. So
Ah,
it's
okay.
a hermit that goes around telling stories and
Ah,
sort of like that. I mean, that was the first when I saw my name like that, I said, "Oh, I can infuse. I love folklore. I love everything. I can fuse a good name like Grandfather Hermit that reflects maybe like an old man trying to telling stories and stuff like
yeah.
that. But of course, I'm not. But I can work out like like if you telling my mini stories throughout the streams and stuff like that. Of course, not actually. The beginning wasn't only a metaphor. It was like I could use my voice acting skills to actually do readings on stream because I know that lots of streamers. There's a lot of streamers that they do readings. They got partnered with that. They do like just readings of books. Of course, with with English for me it will be kind of challenging. I mean, if I put effort in it, if I don't have the camera, probably I will put like more effort on my spelling and everything. But definitely, it's something that I can look forward to the future. Maybe we'll see.
Nice.
For now, more than everything, it's like I guess I got attached to the game, to Hunt, to the community. People likes to see me playing, of course, with all the pro and cons of every game. I mean, every game has their ups and down, especially a game like a small community as Hunt Showdown, which is sometimes overlooked, sometimes underestimated, sometimes yeah, it's a good challenge, honestly, and I think is getting there. And people keep enjoying. I mean, seeing me after a whole freaking year, which I wasn't expecting to be honest, because I sometimes, like I said, I'm self-esteem issues, like stuff like that. Of course, go throughout the. You froze for a second. You okay?
Yeah, yeah. You were froze for a second. I think you're back. I think. Yeah.
Uh, Yeah, I saw it for freezing for your seconds, but yeah. Anyway, it's getting there. Uh, the name. I mean, Grandfather Hermit. I think I will keep that like that. I could change it to Hermit because I don't think anyone will see. Actually, if you type on Google, if you type Google Hermit Twitch, I'm the first channel to pop up because there's no one else.
Yeah.
Same goes for the for same goes for Steam and other social media, which I'm starting to getting into the to Twitter and to YouTube and stuff like that. Talking about my content on YouTube, I still have to think about it really carefully because I don't want to overdo things that probably people will pass on watching. Like we'll see what's gonna come out on that.
Yeah, I think
But yeah,
I keep on telling you on the content. You just got to put out content no matter what it is,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because even though people have it, don't think of it that they'll pass on it. You know, even if you get one person
That's
to
true. That's
see
true.
it and they be like, "Oh, this is actually pretty good," you know, that's all
That's
you
true.
need. That's all you need, and them having to join your Discord or your Twitch. You know, it's something that you are
Definitely,
good
yes.
to have. So always think about don't always think
Yeah,
about
don't
other
limit
people.
myself.
Do not compare to other people. Do not
No,
try
no,
to
no, no, no.
say that
That's
they
the
already
thing. I
have this.
never,
Yeah,
I
so
never did, and never
yeah,
do. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. I should push more the boundaries between what I like and trying to to put it out. Some things like, but it's still like I don't want to be too dispersive with the content because I want to keep still stable with I don't know, some sort of something that refers to me. You know, like what I mean, like Hunt Showdown. Now I can tell that people start recognize me as Hunt Showdown players, Hunt Showdown part of the community in general. So I don't want to go like it change drastically uh, my plans for the channel for Ant and everything. But yes, you're right. I should put out more content, obviously, on that on YouTube and everything. Keep our content and stuff like the small videos, maybe on the clips and stuff like that. Like, well, we'll see. We'll see.
yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna take. It's
yeah, my suggestion is like as soon as like the new patch comes out on Hunt, new guns
yeah,
come out, just show them. All you can say,
yeah,
this is Grandfather Hermit on Twitch.
yeah.
Well, let's
Showcase.
check out
Yes,
this new label. Let's check out this new
it's
shotgun.
true. It's true.
Just show
Yeah,
people what it
definitely.
is, and then that will just get somebody just to click on it. Oh, Hunt has a new gun
That's
now.
definitely
That's all you gotta do.
definitely.
Spend 5 minutes
That's
just putting something
It
out
is
there.
true. It
That's
is
it.
true.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like technical stuff, and I was thinking to do a showcase of different graphic settings on Ant. So because lots of people even take that for granted, but I haven't seen people like doing different kind of details on different kind of settings, stuff like that. So I can work on that too as well. Aside, of course, with the new content that's coming up. So yeah, the definitely I can work more in that. The only my only issue is that I'm very I have like lots of ideas and sometimes I'm postponed too much.
Mm.
And even though I'm working on it because I work every day basically, but work and having fun, of course. um I still think that I can put out more. So I'm gonna start with this new year. Now I'm gonna start to pull out even more content, on YouTube and Twitch, of course, on the side.
Cool. So what's
Definitely,
yeah? So what's your goal for 2020? What is your
goal.
what's your goal?
Goal
Yeah.
2020. Goal is well, hopefully, of course, for the partnership because I can see that is getting there slowly, of course, and it's not easy staying on one game and for too long. But if I find my own rhythm with the streams, with like you said, the YouTube content and stuff like that, keep getting in there. And I mean, of course, when you get partnered, it's not like wow, it's not like a Twitch pays you double and
Yeah.
everything. It's like it's not about
Yeah. Connection issues
it's
again.
not about. Of course, you get open more windows and doors. So like I said, when you get each partner, is not that you get you get like suddenly, oh, well, I finished, I'm done. No, actually, is a really good starting point, of course, because it gives you more window to more possibilities and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't know if it is here. Actually, I'm going to TwitchCon because I have some stuff coming up. But if I go to TwitchCon, absolutely, I'm gonna start to do some serious networking and stuff. Like meeting the right people, not only having fun, because yeah, that is the point also doing these things, but also like trying to get in there more decisive, like more strong. But definitely for this year, yes, that's what I'm aiming for, making out good fun content, like not like some push out, like just putting videos because I want views and stuff. No, I want to put good stuff out and showing that I'm capable of doing this kind of things, and get in there and on Twitch, trying to uh, not convince like people. I don't have to convince anyone. I mean, there's all kind of tastes in the internet for streamers, all
Yeah.
kind of variety of streamers. But definitely, I can see that in the near future, I'm gonna get the popularity that I think I deserve right now on Twitch, on games, and that I play horror especially, and that I really pointing out on that. I really liking on that. Lots of people on Twitter are responding positively on that because they really liked my channel for that, the kind of genre. And yeah, my aim for 2020 is getting better, of course,
Hmm.
because I do have my defects. Sometimes I have my defects, like everyone streamers. You can see them. I'm almost very naked on stream. Literally myself. I don't make anything up. If I feel like shit, you're gonna see
Yeah,
me
yeah, yeah.
reflecting on the, like yeah, sadly it's like that. So I'm still a human being, of course. I'm not a product on TV and stuff like that. But like I'm still working on that. Of course, like if that ever would happen, I should control myself, like in emotion, and put it out better. But that happens. But definitely this year is gonna be getting better on every aspect of my streaming life and content creator life. Yes,
Do you
I'm,
think
I'm trying to
because
do that.
Hunt Showdown is your main game? Do you think there's something that the developers at Hunt Showdown can do to make you
Well,
like more views? I guess gives you more popular. Is there something that they can
well,
do to help you with that, or?
yes, Crytek already kind of helped me a lot with the merch and everything. I mean, I help them as well because I'm actually selling stuff throughout my partnership with
Hmm.
Crytek. So there's a bunch of people that actually bought the game throughout my link on the code. There's this referral link that they give you when you get a partner or affiliation. Right now, I'm partnered with Crytek because Hunt Showdown and Crytek, because obviously, let's just say the game doesn't have these great numbers on Twitch. It deserve honestly deserve more, but we also deserve more content on Hunt Showdown as content creators, because it's not easy to create over and over on the same game with you know every story in Amsterdam, every match in Amsterdam is a different story. Yes, it's like a different episode and stuff like that. We can create moments of fun of that. That's okay. I mean, it's really peculiar game, but definitely I can see that they're gonna do something more for content creator this year. I really hope so, at least, because I mean, they will be helping me, and I've been helping them in general, like every other, Amsterdam streamer that they actually put out good stuff on it.
Cool, cool. All right, let's sort of switch topics, I guess. Let's get to know about you a little bit more because you live in Italy. I have
Yes.
last time I've been in Italy was 2001 actually, so it's been a long time. So for
Mhm.
you, since you live in Italy, what is your daily food like? What do you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner normally?
Okay. I never do breakfast. Breakfast for me is black coffee and sugar. No milk at all. I do actually um, I have a sort of a this. I always had this when I was a kid and when I was a young adult and everything. It's like, but I'm still a young adult. But it's sort of anxiety when I wake up. Like it's mild. I can control it, but I can't eat anything. At least for a couple hours when I woke up, like legit.
Mm.
But when I was living in USA, where I met my wife, we had a couple of times where I actually had. I think also because it was in a new country, so I wanted to try a few different things. I had a couple of time breakfast, but usually here in Italy, I don't do breakfast at all until unless I really last the previous night I had and anything to eat, stuff like that. But it's rare, really rare. So my favorite thing in the morning is coffee, absolutely, and not one like a couple. So it definitely coffee. Um, Life in Italy with the food is pretty good. It's pretty good.
So what do you eat for lunch and dinner?
I'm-
No, normally.
Oh, okay. I should probably would say we do a lot of pasta. I do a lot of pasta. I like cooking, especially like yeah. There's dishes like with the sauce, of course, with the
Ketchup,
stuff like
ketchup sauce.
ketchup. No ketchup. No, even though in the channel they like to push on that. I never actually used it on ketchup on any of my sauce. I do use ketchup on different things, but not on pasta on sauces because I think, I mean, okay. I put sugar in my sauces. Okay, the sugar, what it does, it breaks some acidity of the tomato sauce. But tomato sauce, like we're talking about, not tomato sauce like in ketchup, because ketchup is more sugar than the sauce. But yeah, I understand it. I put a little pinch of sugar on the sauce, tomato sauce, because it breaks the acidity a little bit and it makes the sauce thicker and everything, etc. But yeah, we do a lot of pasta because we do love pasta. I mean, who doesn't? If you do it correctly, pasta, it's a good plate. It's everything. There's a carbs, not too much, because still there's a lot of carbs with pasta. Fresh pasta and is different from dry pasta. But definitely pasta is there. We do a lot of white meat,
Mm,
chicken breast,
okay.
fish like that. I do love, of course, the red meat. I'm not gonna say that I'm vegetarian or gonna ever be vegetarian because I freaking love meat in every shape and form. That sounds wrong, but it's okay. But absolutely, I love to cook lots of variety of things. Um, thank you. Typically, we do the side dishes here with the veg and stuff. We do insalata, something that noticed difference in US and you probably know because I know you do.
Yeah.
The salads in Italy are olive oil,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
salt, and salad.
Yeah.
No, in US is bacon, crumbs, uh, Caesar. All the condiment. They are pretty freaking massive. The salad is there underneath all the stuff you
Yeah.
put on. But yes, we do that as well. Sometimes we do like a classical how you call it, my tomato with mozzarella and stuff like that, like really thin, like caprese. That's how you call it, caprese. The
Mhm.
caprese salad, which is the classical. You can do it on a little bruschetta. I don't know. You call it
Yeah. Yeah.
bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
It's
Yeah. Bruschetta.
bruschetta.
Bruschetta. Bruschetta.
Bruschetta, yes, bruschetta. We say it here
Yeah.
because of the thing. But yes, they put it with the garlic and stuff like that. Really light. I mean, you can do
Mm.
that stuff as well.
So in the Italian grocery store, do they sell ranch or Thousand Island?
No, no, no. Okay, wait a sec. Lately this year, I noticed way more products. I don't know why, but we noticed a lot of more American products onto the market, like sour cream. Okay, sour cream is something that we don't use here.
Mm.
We don't have sour cream. Is actually I was using it a lot in US. I kind of miss it, but I wonder why. I wonder why that it's not. It's You see here sometimes some sour cream brand that is like probably from some American company and stuff like that. It's not really the good brand, but it's something. So then hamburger like cheddar. There's another thing. We have lots of nice cheese here in Italy, but apparently in uh, in some store we have and I get it sometimes because I don't mind cheddar. Is actually pretty good, although is color food. But
Mm-hmm.
the cheddar in Italy is getting popular because apparently there's been something that I missed that I haven't seen when I was living in Italy. Before I met my wife in America, there be a boom of um, burger, you know, fantasia to make burger like Americans. You know, like cheddar. You have these buns that are definitely with a American flag on that,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. I mean, it's not bad. Who doesn't like burgers? But it's not. It wasn't common as pasta. Let's just say in Italy. Burgers are definitely something that you can find a lot in Germany and burgers like that. But America, I mean, definitely you see these thick cheddar double cheeseburger,
Yeah.
bacon and stuff. But they do, and they do lots of places here in where I live now in Turin. They do have American names and they do American dishes like ribs and stuff like that. Things that I haven't seen in like let's just say 10 years ago.
Wow.
So I'm 30 now. 10 years ago, I haven't never ever. All I had there were classical we call panini, like you
Yeah. Yeah.
sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
It's a normal sandwich for us, but there's some nothing. There was nothing. Let's just say um, sort of Americanized. But it's not a bad thing, definitely. But I haven't seen a joint in 10 years ago. I haven't never seen a joint with a restaurant like trying to do the American version of fries, American version of pizza, American version of cheeseburger. It's actually good because anyway now we have more variety on things. Definitely, I find that our products are talking about Italy are like a variety of choices of food is better on some things because when I was in US it was kind of difficult to understand you guys have organic stuff
Yeah.
and you have and that was for us is everything is organic. We didn't
Exactly.
have that. It's just very different, very priced in US as well
Yeah.
for some things,
Yeah. For sure.
especially we're talking about wine. If you're talking about wine, well, today we were just thinking, I was just talking to my wife and saying, do you remember we used to spend 10 euros on a mediocre wine bottle? When you here in Italy with 7 euros, you get really fine wine.
Mm-hmm.
7 you can pay even 4 euros. The wine I was drinking today was like €4.80, but it's a really good Barbera, like very, very, very good. But yeah, definitely lots of things are different in from US. Not that they're bad or anything, but between the economy and the choice, I kind of prefer to be here for healthier kind of choices I have. Like I don't need to spend too much to get healthier food. Meanwhile, in US, we had some not troubles, but we had less variety on you know buying good products. You still get it. Depends where you live, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. It's obviously where you
I
live.
now
Yeah.
now we live in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh
There's
yeah.
lots of good places, definitely, but also lots of crappy
Yeah.
shops
Yeah.
where they
Richmond, Virginia
literally
is very very limited. It's very very limited.
yeah, of course, of course. Like if you take like California, I've been to LA and I saw what kind of you have like lots of variety. I've been to New York as well, like
Correct.
stuff like that. You have the choice, but like in here in Italy, I mean the sorry, yeah, um it's not that there's no crappy food. Absolutely, there's like same stuff we can get on like terrible kebabs, stuff like like
Mm-hmm.
things that you should avoid, but maybe sometimes you can get on. But definitely, I mean, on a variety on in the supermarket we're talking about, we have a lots of variety. Yeah, yeah, I kind of like that. And right now, yes, we keep seeing like things like American cheese and stuff like that. I don't mind that. I actually buy cheddar myself. I do that, but I try not um, to buy too much, of this fattening stuff. Let's just say.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So
Definitely.
like entertainment wise in Italy, is it like I don't know where in Italy you live in, but do
Turin,
you have
Torino.
Torino? Okay, so do you
Hmm.
have like movie theaters and amusement parks and things like that in your area?
Yes, we do. Actually, lately we living now in the center. You froze a second.
No, I'm
Back?
good. I'm good. We're good. We're good.
Okay. Sorry. Lately we went to the movie theater because my wife obviously it's not obvious, but yeah, that she doesn't speak the language Italian. So all the cinema here we have dubbing
Oh.
because we dub everything. But we do have lots of cinema here in the center on theater in Piedmont. We do have original theater language movies, which is absolutely amazing. I love that. Um, we went to there's really like we call it like a multiplex, like a really big cinemas with like lots of seats and stuff like that. Not like some cinema we saw in US. Wait, there's a specific brand, no brand, specific cinema brand. I think they're actually serving food on. I don't
Oh.
remember the name in I don't remember the name, but yes. But yeah, in cinema usually here in Italy we don't need to together. But I remember when I was in US, I think it was in Kansas. We did that in Kansas. I don't remember the name of the theater, but anyway, we were serving like full meals on a cinema like in a home,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was so weird for me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I have the name on my tip of the tongue. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, there's also these things. But yeah, cinemas we do have a lot of here. We have a lot of museum, of course. Turin is a quite amazing city. It's a really huge city with a huge history and esoteric history, magic history. Because yes, we do have lots of interesting story here
Mm-hmm.
on Turin. But yeah, definitely there's a lot you can do here. Lots of good things. We just have still to visit lots of places, me and wife, and
Wait. So I want
we're
to go
gonna
back.
have
Let's
fun.
just go back to your wife. So your wife
Yeah.
moved to Italy with you, and she don't speak
Yes.
Italian.
Yes.
Wow.
My wife, she's a super self employed. So she's an artist, absolutely amazing, and she's basically everywhere. In if you're talking about illustration, from comics to books to stuff like that. He had recently stuff to do with DC. Later on, stuff I can't even speak about it, of course. But if you guys want to see it, of course, you can recognize their style and stuff. It reminds you of a little bit of of course, Tim Burton, Gothic stuff, Victorian stuff. But yes, we decided to move to Italy. I think it was a mutual decision. Absolutely, I haven't put that because she actually wanted to get married in Italy. We got married in the US.
So did she get?
But
Did she have any
definitely.
issues getting around with not speaking Italian in the area that you live in?
Not really for now. Yeah, but definitely the the friend list it got short in the social thing. But we the friends we have in common usually they speak English, so
Okay.
we don't have that kind of issue. Most of the places here she understands a lot of Italian because obviously I try to speak when I'm with her
Yeah.
on in the kitchen, stuff like that, maybe some words with my family as well, stuff like that. So she understands a lot of the main topics in
Okay.
for the Italian language, so it's not a big issue for that. And also, I mean, in a city like Turin, lots of people speaks English, so there's no issue unless you go to the local market with
Okay.
the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
old butcher and he
Yeah. Yeah.
says
Yeah.
like stuff like
I
that. He
want
doesn't understand.
this salame,
Yes, yes,
salame.
yeah, yes, stuff like that. No, it's usually easy if you go to the supermarket. They speak English. They do understand that. Also because I mean, Germany is absolutely. We live here now in the center, with the window open. If I now I stop streaming, but if I open the window and I put outside the microphone, you're gonna hear Mexican, you're gonna hear Spanish, you're gonna hear French, German, lots of Americans, English. There's like some multitude.
Oh
Besides
wow.
the students and everything, but there's also really like a family of from all over the world living here in Turin.
Oh wow.
They probably speak Italian as well because maybe they're working on and stuff like that. But yes, my wife for now she doesn't need to, but
Hmm.
she wants. So
Yeah.
she definitely wants to learn the language in in a way that she can handle herself for the discussion and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Communication is pretty big. If
Communication,
yeah.
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course, in that. And I mean, I could, teaching a language is not easy. I could not do that. It's like trying to teach a driver with your. I mean, it's better you have a actually teacher. You have actually lessons to
Yeah.
understand because you can be patient as much as you want with the person, but it's different. I could never teach my language like a professor would do to a student. It's different.
For sure, for
But
sure.
definitely I can help with that, of course. Small talkings and stuff like that.
Cool.
Because I think it's gonna come in the future for sure.
Awesome.
Now it's been 3 years that we are here. 3 years,
Wow,
three,
3 years.
4 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. They went fast actually. We changed the house 3 times. This one here is the last one. We are very happy with this. I told you about the moving. Better for my stream, better for everything, connection, stuff like that, and places in general we can do because we have everything around. We don't need cars. There you go. One thing
Ah,
we don't miss. She misses because she was a driver of the family. She misses sometimes going around with kind of being independent with the car because you feel like you're going anywhere. But we don't use car right now here because we like to. If we need something, we can go walking around. Definitely, we don't need unless you of course you need to buy some big things. We don't have issues on finding everything we need in our daily life, like generally. But even though if you want to visit a new place here, you just walk 40 minutes like that up and down. It just there's a lot to do here,
you said walk
definitely,
40
and
minutes.
definitely. Yes, 40
40
minutes up
minutes.
and down, like if we're going to the other groceries because the grocery here is not close. You can find easily the without a car you can do a lot here in the city. Definitely something that maybe is different from where we're living in America. Definitely because we were using the car all the time in
Yeah,
US.
yeah, for sure. Because
Yeah,
yeah, US is a little bit more further distance from going to a grocery store or going somewhere else. Is a little bit because a lot of big streets and stuff like that. But I remember being in Florence and Rome. It's like
yeah,
everything was all nearby. Everything was all here.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you probably saw it also as the tourist eye, but definitely living here right now, I can tell like living in the city like Turin because city is a big, huge metropolis. But we do have everything we need within like 10 meters radius. We can go even further for other specific things. Like if I'm talking about hard supplies, we have lots of places we can go get the stuff for her as well, computer shops, stuff like that, and it's all within the walking distance and stuff like that. Of course, we can use the taxi and things, but definitely we feel like not too attached to the need to use the car for driving around and do things.
Do you guys have Uber or Lyft over there?
No, Uber is got banned in Italy, my dear.
Oh,
Yes, because the taxi elite here, I'll calling like that. They actually didn't want competition, so they won the cause of the in specific areas like Turing, especially only certified taxi drivers can use the application, a specific application for the city. We
wow.
can't use Uber. Yes, Uber is I think available in Rome and Milan only.
Oh, okay.
The other places, yes, the other places they don't want to use Uber.
Okay, so
Actually,
certain
it's illegal.
towns, so certain towns are banned. Certain ones are
Yeah,
allowed. Okay, oh, got
yeah,
it, got it.
exact. But we do have a similar application right now. It's not, of course, commonly used from tourists, but we do have that. It's called We Taxis. Actually, a student the application, whatever.
Mm.
But yes, it's specific for Turin City. Um, so if you get around here, yes, you're not gonna use Uber at all because it's gonna say to you that it's not available in this area, even though it's huge. You can just come out of the station, you see like a taxi of all kind of things and the application sticker on it and stuff like that. But definitely, yeah, it's not a big issue. But it's like a oh, you got police too.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got we
yeah,
got we got
yeah.
we got to fire truckers and stuff every day here. But yeah, definitely, you don't. It's not a big issue not having a universal application like Uber. We used to use Uber in the US. That was a yeah full. We were doing like she was doing shows. We will have to go around with the Uber. But definitely here we don't have any same kind of issue because we use different application and it works with PayPal and stuff like that. That
How
no
about
big
how about
big
like how
big
about
issue.
food
We
delivery
have
apps?
we have yes, that was coming about that. Yes, we do have something like Uber Eats, we have something that I call Just Eat, but there's like a bazillion. There's also actually one specific to wine. One thing that you don't do in US is that deliver alcohol, because
No,
alcohol
no,
in
no.
America is
We have Postmates.
you have it in California. You have it.
Yeah, Postmates. They have
Okay,
Postmates. Yeah,
and Richmond, no. In Richmond, I
yeah.
think the laws,
It's different,
alcohol
different everywhere.
laws,
Yeah,
they're different everywhere. That's a huge thing that I never understand, but that's okay. But we do have that too. From food, like fast food, like even fancy restaurants, they do that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's an amazing Persian or Indian that I want. They do like it's a very pricey, but definitely all
Mm.
worth it at all. Like you don't get only you know fast food stuff delivered, but definitely you can go on with like we did before we having the kitchen this past months. You can definitely eat different things every night and now and then without doing the usual fast food ring. Application of that on that like if you need the wine, if you need stuff for the party, we do have specific application for that, because yes, they bring you also cocktails.
Yeah.
You can tell them to make a cocktail mix. It's something that is like it's only these years, and I think because of the like technology started to grow also here in Italy, like in US for that. And right now we're seeing more variation of services like this, like you just imagine creating a cocktail online and just it's gonna 10 minutes is gonna be in your home. Like it feels like a what like 10 years ago I would never see that. They're just insane. But yes, we do have those kind of application, food and groceries, medicines as well, like pharmacy, because here in pharmacy, another thing we don't do in Italy, different from US. You have like a, how you call them, not pharmacy, we have a pharmacy for the medicine. You can't find, like, for saying to the tobacco shop, the Advil. We don't have Advil as well.
Hmm.
They don't sell Advil like the big block of medicine, like a no. You need a prescription for that.
Wow.
You can't buy drugs in that drugs. You know what I mean? Like things for you can buy them, but you have to go to the pharmacy, and they keep the maximum blister is like 36 pills. You never gonna get see pharmacy exaggeration in Italy, because yeah, I can tell you also that in US was like sort of it's a business, of course, medicines and things. I never see when the first time actually I saw it at CVS, the big
Yeah.
thing of red pills of
Mhm.
Advil. I said, what the hell, do you sell actually things in bulk like that? That was like going to the grocery and buying chips. It was insane for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It didn't require really like they don't require any. I mean, not that they do checks here, but they do limit the quantity of the stuff you take,
Wow.
obviously.
That's pretty interesting. Why they would
Yeah.
limit that on certain medicines.
Y- yeah,
Yeah.
medicine are quite like you have to go here for medicines. 100%, you can't find medicine. You can't find even in the market, supermarket. We don't do that because it's separate.
Wow.
If you go to supermarket here, even though with the fancy stuff, like you can find maybe sometimes CDs, DVDs, and stuff in the supermarket, but medicine like Advil and some painkillers, I don't know, like specific drugs, different treatments, you've only find them in a pharmacy,
Wow.
old-fashioned way. It's a different total building. We know there's no license anyway anywhere. Sorry, the in supermarket they can sell drugs to you in like it like if we do like I don't know, like just say mm, what was the shop I was using in the US, Target. The Target, you can find a different thing.
Everything.
Yeah, like Target. Yeah, I know you can find everything.
Everything
I
in
know
Target.
that was insane. You can, but yes, in Italy, no. If you need the medicine, you go to the pharmacy. You don't go anywhere else.
I think it's because
Anywhere.
Italy is so old school. I think they're so old school that they
It
want to
is a
separate everything pretty much.
Yeah, that's the other thing, because obviously different things, different taxes, stuff like that, and it's quite quite complex here. They do have lots of they can be expensive drugs, some certain type of like treatment drugs and stuff, but definitely you will never see any. I just say it's inconvenient, we will say, but also it feels like a kind of normal to me. It's always been like that for me. Going to the pharmacy if
Yeah.
you want like specific cream, a specific painkiller, specific some treatment for that. So for me, it's just more because also you have doctors there. Okay, you don't have the target cashier says, "Oh, yeah, that is there. That one is for the biggest, stronger pill for the." No, we have actually doctors. They actually
Yeah, yeah, for
can
sure.
consult you. You can get suggestions stuff. You still have them. You have them like CVS pharmacy. You have
Yeah.
those shops
Hmm.
like a specific, but the quantity of things it's not like you go in there and pick up the. I don't know. It just feels more like you said, maybe old school like that. Like you go there and you sort of one thing and say, "Oh, look, I have need a package of headache painkillers. Can you suggest me?" They have the alternative one, they have the specific one, they have the fancy one, but still, you will never see it. The big bundle of
Hmm.
Advils, like 200 pills, stuff like never,
Can you get
never see
Viagra
that.
there in Italy?
Can you get what? Sorry.
Viagra, Cialis, like the
The-
dick growing
Yes,
pills.
but no, yeah, but again, these things they need a doctor prescription.
Oh,
I don't know in
you need.
US.
Oh, you have to get doctor for the pills for the Viagra to make your penis hard.
I guess so.
Oh, you don't know.
They don't sell it here. They don't sell it, but we do have outside down here. We do have. We're talking about we do have. I think it's something that you don't have in America. We do have the machine like when you take the cigarettes. You don't have also those in the West because probably they will break into second. We do sell sort of emergency drugs and sex pills and condoms and stuff like that on the machine outside,
Oh,
so you
okay.
can just buy
Vending
them
machine.
like
Oh, so
that.
you can buy the vending machine. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
vending
good.
machine. Yeah,
Okay,
probably it's like you said, depends on where you live in
okay.
US. Probably in California, you do have it. I don't know. I've never been too much there. Might have never seen like stuff like that in where I was living in US.
All right, cool. So
But yeah,
let's
definitely for specific like this case, like you said, Viagra, probably because it's a dangerous. It could be a dangerous
yeah.
pill, but you need a prescription from a doctor because if you don't know if you suffer from heart shit and stuff like that, that will be
All right, so
pretty
let's
insane.
so let's wrap this up. I know it went a little bit further,
Hmm.
longer than I expected. Let's give out some of your
That's good.
socials. So we got your Twitch TV, Grandfather Hermit. We got your Twitter, Grandfather Hermit.
Yes, exactly.
You have your YouTube, Grandfather Hermit. Right? You said
Yes,
what else? Do you have
it's
Instagram? Do you have Instagram? Do you have?
I do have Instagram, and I'm using like a social media, like with the my private stuff mixed with the Twitch, so it's okay. Yes, it's always Grandfather Hermit.
Grandfather Hermit, okay. Anything else like
And
Snapchat?
anything else,
Snapchat?
nothing. That's it.
That's
You
it.
could just have the Discord. That is
Discord, okay.
easily.
So I will
You
put
can just
all
check it directly. Yes.
the information down below, guys, so you guys can check
Thank you.
them out. And you stream almost every day. There's
Oh
no
yes,
days
almost every
that
day.
you take off. You let people know on Discord, hey guys, I'm gonna be taking this day off.
Yeah, I do have a schedule usually precise on the Discord, but I do also upgrade down below my control panels and stuff like that. But I do stream pretty much stably every day.
Okay. And what's your hours? Because in your Italy time and our
Okay,
time's a little bit different. So
that's the thing. I do start at 2, usually even 1 p.m. my time. So for you guys will be like 7 for actually wait a second, for the East Coast it should be like a 7:80 a.m. something like that.
okay.
I think. But yes, I do start early in my time, early in the afternoon my time, and I do last sometimes even for 10 hours, stuff like that. So anyway, Americans and Europeans, they actually, most of my viewers are mixed of Americans
Yeah.
and Europeans, and as you know, but they can catch me on pretty easily.
Yeah, so for
No,
the
no.
USA guys, usually when I wake up and I see him online, so it's usually 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and he goes to about 12
Yeah, that's
p.m. 12 p.m. our time. So that's his streaming schedule. He does hunt a lot. He does the horrors, and people scare him. He goes,
awesome.
"Oh!" He gets scared on
Yeah,
stream. It's
it's
pretty
generally
hilarious.
scary because yeah, I do
It's
generally
pretty hilarious.
scary.
So that's that. So make sure you guys follow him. Check out all the links below. Thanks again, Grandfather Hermit, for doing
Thank you again for
this.
inviting me in, Lone. See you then in streams and everywhere else.
All right, guys. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Thank you. Bye, guys.